Come on!
Horse up!
What the fuck? Mistake. Let's go! it's fair. First out, the old man hid his trinkets behind the outhouse.
'Twas us who strangled the bugger. You was a fiend.
Steal much?
See any monsters, eh? Sort of which, we've no need for you.
Actually, I see a few monsters.
Where? Dremmy, damn it, dumber than a hunk of larg you are. He means us.
We're common folk. You're the mutant. The poxy freak. Get him, lads!
So, half for you, half for us. There'll be 3 of yous and 4 of us. It don't add up. But it's...
See any...
No monsters. But before I go, as I see it, you should all get an equal share of the loot.
Hear that? You're looking to make horses of us. A blind man could see it.
Enough of the chatter. I'm taking the beads and the bronze ring. Then you get knocked, you horson.
deal. Actually,
Where? Dremmy, damn it.
We're common folk.
given me no choice. Come on, Roach.
Boy, Creve, your eyes, they shine so in the dark. Thought at first it were the lizard.
Thing that attacked. How big was it?
Well, too big to squeeze in here. It were huge. And those teeth, ugh, we bear...
Wonder if it killed the traders. Poor son's sure at it.
Important thing now's to get out of here. Will ye?
Tell me what happened.
Some traders hired us. To protect them along the high road, they said. Before we knew it, they'd bound us like calves.
Why?
They were kind enough to explain in real precise that we were necessary sacrifice for progress and trade.
So they left us, tied to the wagon, as beast bait. Weren't long for a huge lizard to peep.
Monsters must have learned by now that army supplies travel down this road.
Oi. Clever one, the lizard. Cut us off straight away. Left us to crawl in.
Need to tend to the monster. Doubt I'll have to look far. Wyverns like to herd their prey towards their nests.
We'll wait.
Wyvern. Lucky me.
What if the Witcher angers the beast?
Quiet. Anything happens, let.
Let's dance. Draconid nest. Need to destroy it. Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
It's huge. What's the name again?
Royal Wyvern. Don't usually come this big.
It's feasted plenty, I reckon. Attacking though, what are they called?
Geralt of Riv...
Geralt of Riv... Maybe we should look around, see if there's anything. Might be a coin purse. Or even drag some rich man in.
We were saved. Thank you.
How do you like that silver?
Maybe we should look around, see.
Wasn't them that attacked those people.
Might be a coin.
Gotta be a royal wyvern hiding around here somewhere.
Some rich man in.
More will spawn. Need to destroy the nests.
Master, you going north, perchance?
Master,
Depend.
some of our folk claim a witcher.
Then I'm definitely.
Here, take that.
Farewell.
Filling your coin purse, village voice.
You've mastered a trade. Keeps the hunger at bay.
White Wolf. Been expecting ye. Come closer.
We know each other?
Not personal like, though I've seen ye. I've a gift.
But not.
I don't ask but.
Been having these visions.
Since I were a tyke. Me mother took me to the village witch once. If I'm to tell it serious, 'twere as a youth that I got hit in the back.
Wanted to ask you.
I played Gwen.
You a mind reader?
The good gods did bless me with some precognition. Not a bird'll ever shit on me, but all my
Let's lay him out.
God so Oh,
Another.
sure.
Let's lay him out.
Traveler's lot. I know where to find the finest slippery jacks this fall, but a beautiful win.
Know of any others who play?
You've but one opponent worth your while in Velen, in the village of Midcops. They calls him Haddy. He's a tyke, but... Oh.
Here.
Thank ye. I see a white wolf. He enters an endless cavern. He sings a hymn of madness and despair, summoning that which is not dead.
That's not the future. Lived through that, and you probably heard about it in some ballad.
My third eye grows foggier the older I become.
Rare plant.
Rare indeed.
Fine. I'll see.
Easy, not at all.
Show me.
Dragon's Root. Wonder if it can really help the old man see the future.
Oh,
God, what you...
thank ye. I see a wolf striving forward towards a solitary tower midst a blizzard. He follows the swallow, Yet the swallow does not heed the wolf's howls, soaring higher and higher. As to what they say, so shall it be. Look, reborn of the elder blood.
Ithleen's prophecy.
Leave me be.
Hey-ya! Neckar's surface here. Dig their way out. Necker's surface here. Dig their way out. Necker's surface here. Dig their way out. Faster. What now, you piece of filth?
your nerve?
Place of power should draw from it. There's something here. Need to use the eye.
Honouring the fatherland.
You can't spread disease. Defeat isn't a desertion.
Harpies got their nest here. Move it! Stench. Medallion's humming. Place of power, it's gotta be. magic. A place of power. Medallion's humming. Place of power, it's gotta be. Let's go!
Not your lucky day.
It's clear. No. Settle. Damn.
What to do? And what of survivors? Eternal you wait! Step back! I'm no warrior! Help! Anyone help!
Easy now. Not in the habit of murdering priests in need.
No priest! I'm a deacon! Just 2 months out of seminary, on my first mission. It wouldn't be right to kill a deacon on his first mission. Oh my, your eyes. Yellow and those pupils. I have read about this. You're a witcher.
Well, clearly no feral cat or grass snake, so...
In point of fact, a grass snake's pupils are circular, not slitted. But never mind that. Please help me. If they breach the gate, a pestilence will be upon us.
Met another of your fold recently. Tried to kill me, actually, near here. Didn't much like that I discovered he was trading in Fistek. So why would I trust you?
Oh, it grieves me to hear this. I shall pray he repents. Alas, even the Church's devoted err occasionally.
And some show a penchant for understatement. Desperate times call for a witcher, huh? Thought your church frowned upon our kind. Mutants.
A mistake common in our ranks, alas. I discussed it at length with my mentor. All are capable of doing good in this world, genetic aberrations or not.
You sure you're a priest of the Eternal Fire? All right, but got a question first, priest. How's a witcher fight a plague?
I misspoke. Not the plague, its source. The Devil's Pit. This mine.
A den to die in.
I'm not proud to admit it. But how else is the Scarlet Fog to be withstood? An incurable pestilence that...
Sorry, no comparison. Not about to sympathize.
You would leave the plague-stricken... Deep within the mine lies a salt cavern haunted. Alas.
We'll have more than just Catriona to stop. Let me guess. Your warning. Deserters...
If only. They slew my retinue. I alone escaped. Please, you must help. I've coin to offer. They must be dealt with. The bandits. And this vile spirit.
Could be this calls for a witcher, but I'll need more to go.
I've seen but some of the records. The church attempted once to exorcise the ghost.
Not exactly...
No. Altogether...
Stakes are high.
Oh no. A reasonable... What? I came to...
So be it. I'll help.
Of course. Ah, the key. It unlocks the gate.
Yeah.
live, Radovid! Come through.
Giddy up. Giving me no choice.
Right, me lovers, to work! Kill if you love the gods!
Strange. As if a whirlwind came through. Ought to explore the tower.
Thinking, you're quite dead.
Whoa! Run, Roach.
Sick of it all.
Giddy up.
Who can afford a witcher in this day and age?
Temple guard, even you into the city.
Cheated
Band of thieves.
And he fix it for you?
No. Said I'd come to the wrong place. But he sells dumplings now.
Jonas swore it was Hattori's handiwork, and with a warranty.
What a prick.
What do you have on offer?
Redanian dumplings, speciality of the house, heartily recommend. Blimey. A vat gun in my establishment?
How do you know I'm a witcher?
You joking? Silver blades, who else uses them? Crafted in Mahakam, am I right? Must be about 40 inches long?
An elven sword expert. You must be Ibir Hattori.
Ah.
Geralt of Rivia.
A pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Glad to hear it.
Looking for a good swordsmith.
3 swords on your back. A bit much, don't you think?
Good one. But all jests aside, you make swords in...
Really? It's dumplings now. I must make a living. But I miss the hammer, anvil, and bellows. Oh, the heat of the forge. Were it not for that
Don't know what you're talking about.
I shan't greet a witcher with dumplings.
Quite a collection.
Thank you.
Damn shame you don't make them anymore. I'd gladly replace what I have with this kind of steel. Someone with your
This might surprise you. The pay is better. But above all, it's much safer. Food...
I see.
Not officially, though. All supplies go through Ernst van Horn. And they said...
Ernst van...
Modest beginnings. A small dockside workshop. However, he proved extremely ambitious. He knew he could not compete with other swordmakers on skill alone, so he resorted to other methods.
Other methods?
A bit of slander here, buying business debt cheaply and taking over there. And whenever the competition was a ploughing non-human, he'd accuse them of being Havocars.
Is that how he...
I did not give up without a fight. I went to town hall, negotiated. Alas, it was all in vain. He'd already enlisted Cleaver's protection, and in Novigrad, few dare get...
Tried negotiating?
With Van Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless... But I shan't complain.
You miss the heat of the fort.
Those rogues of the underworld control all...
Want me to help you?
Just come with me to a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told...
Take it he's important in the underworld.
Yes. What's more, it's just... He demanded an inordinately large share of the profits. I thought you might help me negotiate.
Could I?
Oh, forget this rubbish. I shall
I don't know. Criminal underworld. Not really sure I want to...
I badly need your help. Van Horn is a Van Horsen. He must be taught a lesson. I'd be eternally grateful. Plate armor...
Fine.
Splendid. Meet me after...
Now you... behave.
That's just talk. Officer, taking arrest from Wisher. Boy!
Rate as the usual.
Of course. Keep this up and you'll earn yourselves a preferential rate.
Good, I enjoy shagging freaks. And three-titted wenches abound in
Oh, fuck, done right.
White one. Take a gander over here.
Why? Welcome. Welcome.
What have you got then? A game of Gwent.
Welcome.
A game of Gwent.
Sir, don't be shy. You'll find I've everything you could ever need.
Need something sharp.
What do you have? Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards. dum 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 dum.
How are we to fight a pestilence that changes form? None can be certain of his father, brother. No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. Behold the flame of grace and mercy. Special fire for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you by the others of your species. I wanted only to live like you. Help me, kind folk, please!
A Doppler!
Sure hope Dudu hasn't met the same fate.
stench is entirely different.
I've everything invested in asymmetric derivative instruments.
Well, well, look who's here. How can I be of...
How's business?
Really? That's the best you've got? That's like asking a fisherman if they're...
Nice. You play Gwent to...
Oh, sure. Because I'm a dwarf. Is that it? Do you also believe I know every other bleeding dwarf in existence?
So you play or not?
Aye.
So play me. Stake a unique card.
Why not? Recall the last time I was...
Tried your best.
There's Marquise Serenity, for instance. She don't boast about it, but she has one of the best decks in town.
Kaviri ewes are a sure thing. Pure profit at
The thinking customer will see right away I've got the best deals. Top-notch swords.
Master-crafted armor. Think...
Ooh, I did get my journeyman's papers, but you might try in Velen. A guildsman claim there's no one better anywhere south.
Show me... So long.
Another of Menger's ideas for cleansing the city.
Really?
Best deal around.
Move it!
For the price of two.
Stop at once! Dancing.
Greeting.
Show me. So long.
Fear death or laugh in its face. I prefer the latter.
Watch where you stay. Watch where you stay.
Don't touch me.
I'd buy tomorrow what you can buy today. Any needs, Master?
Eternal fire protects us. Gives Geralt of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Geralt of Rivia's enough.
A man came to me a few years past, paid me to keep a book full.
Who was he?
He didn't introduce himself. But the book has a red cover, that I remember.
All right, see if I can find it.
And perhaps glance at the others while you're at it.
Be glad to look over what you...
Interested in books? You don't look...
Let's... Up for a few rounds. Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, adorned with humorous engravings. The treatment of furuncles through cauterization, a study. My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside. Let's see these books of... Up for a few rounds.
thinking.
Real fire.
Let's do this. Any needs, Master?
We're in for it now.
Welcome. Welcome.
What have you got? So long.
Children displayed in a sideshow in the south.
Welcome. Welcome.
So long.
She couldn't have taken it all with her, could she?
Sorceress. It's like a witch with muscle. Cast a spell and all's gone in a flash.
Well, she was in a rush. Must have left something.
And what of it? This place has been picked through. Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Not here for the loot. Interested?
We're supposed to believe that.
Yeah.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Who's she hiding?
Temple guards cracking down.
Yeah, they round them up.
Someone's...
I'd look for her in the putrid grove.
Putrid Grove.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hide.
That why you think I should look...
I meant no.
Putrid Grove.
I wouldn't know.
You'd fit in.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you gotta get there through the sewers, but you gotta enter them out.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves gotta pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king? Crown?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah.
And watch yourself. Menger himself, don't he?
Someone call for me. Wonder why.
It's Menger.
Temple guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitchy shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal up?
Well, sorcerers.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their...
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here and as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them. Novigrad.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal Nothing I can do to you now, but just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake, isn't it? I'll be the first to learn of it, and when I do, it'll be standard procedure. Be seeing you.
Herbs? Roots? Just turned to healing? Hairbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this. Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions. Triss's. Never knew her to drop them on the floor. of remembrance, all dried up.
Deepest apologies, Governor.
Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
Which?
Got my eye on you, simpleton white one.
What next? Discretionary tribute to benefit Redania or exile?
Move it!
I think I'm in love.
Stay away.
You seen the new waitresses?
No.
Oh.
They're worth seeing.
And how? Buxom lasses from the lands already taken by Nilfgaard.
Pardon me.
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
Good! Pickpocket!
A witch? Bodes ill. Rotten luck.
Generally tidier back in Kovia.
Ate at the Kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2 days. Just gotta jostle a good position where they toss the leftovers.
I've heard of you.
Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh?
All right, I'll give you some coin.
I don't know that. Keep arms for the poor.
The bonny birds that prance by here, cheeks like full bellows, begging to be squeezed.
Ach, Fabian, it's on me.
Youth these days.
Our world will burn! Burn in the eternal fire!
I've had enough of living.
If I met you, mate, back there at Lochmuir.
Eternal fire, aid me in my hour of need.
Well, well, another freak.
Most hallowed fire.
Ah, degeneracy. The downfall of civilization. Moral decay.
Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Doing some sightseeing. Kinda curious about what's beyond this gate.
My brother-in-law was curious. Worms.
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes. Pair of swords. Mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
I won't pay. Let me in.
Yes, sir.
Hey, over here. Here's a witcher, eh? Got something for your kind. Look, Rebis and Hydrogenum.
What are you... Wouldn't mind a few rounds.
Sorcerer, what ails you? Shelter in
See out one eye,
Has he been captured?
Take you for a ride.
As rain.
Thank you, my lord. Right miracle you've
leave me
worked.
alone.
I'd like to repay you.
Convince those knaves on the city council that spells are not needed.
How are things?
Good.
Positively
More and more people come to our secret clinics looking for help.
Menger's hound's not scaring them off anymore.
I guess incurable disease is more terrifying than torture.
In that case, I'll count on more tribute coming in.
You already take 80% of what we receive.
Aye, but don't forget it's me who secures the nooks and crannies where you and yours can hide. About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Am I mistaken? Or you got something to...
Who knows? Man with two swords and the skill to use them could be...
Could have sent some underling to fetch me.
Could have. But I admit I wanted to see how you'd manage. See if you're as crafty as you are well-crafted. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with the hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters... The reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd or rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, 'cause it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. 'Cause I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Marigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Marigold partied with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more? Well?
Damn it, lost my way again.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fool didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
No greater pleasure to be had in interrogation.
Word is Menger's going to issue an order. Ban us from having our fun.
Want me to do that?
Sets there to suffer. Whereas the cunts just dream of getting ploughed well and good.
Ah, he exaggerates. Besides, if we do his dirty work, we deserve a bloody reward.
We were lucky this time, but
right.
You'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
There's a draft. Should be an exit here. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't.
Free City of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin. And winning a war takes three things. Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically control financial life in the city.
Official word is that Novigrad will remain neutral. Somehow doubt anyone believes that.
Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Find the parcel? Or
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat.
oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Only kills bastards and horses who hurt. I don't know what's it like.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Is that a problem?
By the eternal fire, no. I'm surprised. Together, I expect you resolve things twice as fast. You've the look of true. But I'd prefer you not to
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a
We settled on a full coin purse.
Don't much like merchants who flatter with cheap praise before the job's done.
That was not cheap praise.
So am I. I want you to pay in full in advance.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Then trap your own rats.
Well, now I know why she brought you along. Fine. A full purse of Novic.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related. I'll cover half the space, you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no, notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
Monster slayer in the world's largest city, looking for rat shit. Jeez. Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk. Now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound.
Reconciled?
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's one thing to say something, it's another to act.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change. So, tell me how...
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question.
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Our lovebirds having themselves...
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. If these boys are here to help us kill rats, they're late. You paid up front and got what you paid for. Not half a rodent left in the granary.
I paid in advance because I knew I'd recover my coin.
Such is life for sorceresses in Novigrad these days.
I can see that, and I don't like it. So here's what I think. The hunters have come, and now they can go.
They'll do no such thing.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me, and treat like a child. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live, and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
You should try to keep...
He was still better than some mage. You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. There's an Oniromancer in town, Corrine Tilly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's ability.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near...
Not coming with me? Another rat infest...
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such a...
It was nice.
You too, Geralt. You should go now. Before Corrine...
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market.
All right. See you later.
to falter again?